All right. So, for the past few weeks, we all know about the whole Israel and Palestine thing and the potential World War III and everybody taking sides and all of that. So, before I get into anything, let me show y'all this.
V sign for victory being displayed in East Jerusalem today among jubilant Palestinians that the United States had been subject to this attack. What are we to make of that, Jennifer? Are we to, Yasser Arafat may issue this condemnation. Look at this. We're seeing people applauding, clapping, smiling, happy to know that thousands of Americans have died in this sneak attack. And there you see a V for victory sign.
Let's get one damn thing straight. I don't give a fuck about no goddamn Palestine. And they surely do not give a fuck about you. Now this is these motherfuckers who all of y'all is crying over. Y'all doing all these protests over. Y'all doing all this crying. Palestine deserves to be free. The poor Palestinians, and here they are celebrating on 9/11 that a bunch of our asses got killed and jumped from buildings. Are you serious? This is a fucking sickness. You do not know anything about who the fuck you are supporting. And this is the danger of liberal left wing extremism. You just support anybody who you feel like is oppressed, and you just support them. It's like they can do no wrong. You have zero idea who Hamas and the Palestinian people are and the things and the morals that they believe in. They do not only just want to kill all Jews. Yes, they do want to kill all Jews, and they've done it before. They also want death. They also chant death to America. They only go after the Jews because they live right next door to them and they can get them. Who they really want is America. You fucking idiots.
Held up to the camera. What are we to make of that, and what are we to make of what about what Yasser Arafat said today?
The United States blamed by some Palestinians for its ongoing support as it is seen.
Look at this. All the little Palestinian kids that are getting killed by the Israeli strikes. Well, here they are. Here's all the little kids celebrating and applauding that a bunch of Americans got killed in 9/11.
Israel in this conflict, in this Middle Eastern conflict. However, while some Palestinians were taking to the streets in apparent celebration, one youth was quoted as saying, as he received a sweets handed around in celebration, "This is a sweet from Osama bin Laden," he said.
Pat Dawson.
Back to you.
Pat Dawson, thanks very much. We have some videotape, I understand, that we're going to show you from the West Bank.
This is fucking sickness, and y'all support these people. I hope Israel blow that motherfucker up. I hope Israel completely wipe Palestine off the map. Completely. I have absolutely zero love for Palestine or no goddamn Arabs. Throw the enemy into the sea. That's what the fuck Israel should do in my British voice. Talking about something goddamn Palestine and Arabs. Palestine and Arabs would not give a fuck about black people. And for all of you fucking liberal extremists that want to support Palestinians or whatever, guess who it was who called the police on George Floyd? A goddamn Palestinian. The one that started all of this shit. You got Palestinians who came over here, serial killers, was in black neighborhoods stabbing people. Fuck Palestine. And Palestine is Hamas. They are one in the fucking same. That's why you won't see any Palestinian or any Muslim, for that matter, that has a problem with what Hamas did on October the 7th. You won't find a single Muslim or Palestinian that condemns that. They are one and the same.
Are Palestinian celebrations in the wake of Tuesday's terror attacks in the United States. Apparently, Palestinians.
Look at that. These fools are crazy.
took to the street chanting, "God is great." People were throwing candy, distributing candy to passersby. The woman, pardon me, saying she in its war against us. Meanwhile, Yasser Arafat emerged to speak with reporters.
I don't give a fuck about no damn Palestine. I hope Israel blow all their asses to smithereens. Well, maybe not everybody. You know, some of the civilians, some of the children, even though they're indoctrinated to hate Jews from the time they're kids, I guess they could let some of them survive. But for the most part, I hope Israel keep leveling that motherfucker. And anybody who want to step up and get involved, they can get it too. Not to sound like a warmonger, but these people got to be dealt with. If the Middle East, if Hamas or the Middle East takes over Israel, who do you think that they're coming for next? America, yes. I know that a lot of people do think that we are landlocked and we have ocean privilege because of our geographical location, but no, we have been infiltrated, and I'm gonna get into that in a minute. Now, watch this buffoonery over the past few weeks. This is scary. This is how we have been infiltrated. Israel has one of the most powerful militaries on the planet, and yet their system was infiltrated. I'm quite sure it was. They got caught pants down. I'm sure they had some Palestinians working for them for years who had been on the lookout, had been tipping off Hamas went to attack and, got a little pay cut to, fall asleep on the camera, should I say. So if Israel can be infiltrated, then surely America, who right now we got fucking open borders, people just hopscotching across the fucking border and whenever they want to, unchecked and undocumented, surely we can. Look at politics, politicians who are pro Hamas supporters, pro Palestinian supporters. Hamas is a terrorist organization, and you have people like fucking AOC and what's the Muslim chick in Minnesota and the other one from Michigan saying congratulations Hamas and Palestine and talking about forget fuck all the Jews, and then you got dumbass Black Lives Matter painting parachutes and praising Hamas. This is fucking sick. This is the danger of left-wing liberal extremism. It's completely fucking chaos in Marxism. These people will destroy the country. It is thousands of sleeper cells here in America, in this country right now. We could very well get we this is dangerous. We could get caught pants down. Look at this. This is an indoctrination of our Ivy League school students.
The Israel-Hamas wars in the Northeast, a pro-Palestinian demonstration at Brooklyn College.
Telling you to be careful.
At UNC Chapel Hill, tensions boiling between supporters of the two sides. Arizona State University Students for Justice in Palestine holding a rally today outside the student union.
I don't hear the same frustration and loudly stood by Israel, but I don't hear the same frustration for the blood that's been shed for the Palestinians.
Students.
The fuck are you talking about? They always want to talk about, oh well, Israel because it's with America, their propaganda and media coverage is larger than Palestine. No, the fuck it isn't. Right now, Palestine's media propaganda is spreading like fucking wildfire. Propaganda is propaganda. Now you're gonna say, oh well, Israel's propaganda is just propaganda. It's not true, but the Palestine is. And no, the fuck is not. Now y'all just seen the other week when Palestine, they tried to say that Israel launched missiles at a hospital and killed thousands of people, and it come to find out that wasn't true. The hospital wasn't struck. It was the parking lot that got struck, and only about 5 cars got hit. And come to find out that rocket came from dumbass Hamas, because you know they can't make rockets the right way. They make rockets out of fucking pipes. And y'all want to complain about them not having clean water. They dig up all of their fucking pipes and use it to make rockets with.
Across the country.
Joins us now from our studios will be in.
This is crazy. Now look at this. Who is this fool? This fool is a college professor saying that the Hamas terror attacks was exhilarating.
If they weren't exhilarated by this challenge to the monopoly of violence, by this shifting of the balance of power, then they would not be human. I was exhilarated.
Shut your stupid ass up. Man, this is crazy.
It's a brand new exclusive event with all your favorite South Park characters. There's
Harvard students, justice for Palestine. What justice does Palestine need? I'm confused. Did anybody not see October the 7th? And for those of you who want to say, well, October the 7th is it when it began? Yes, I know all about the history of the Palestine and Israel conflict. I know it didn't start October 7th, but you all saw the barbaric activities that took place on October the 7th. Matter of fact, let's go to it. Now look at this. Now this is why Hamas are terrorists. Basically, anybody who acts in guerrilla warfare and kills innocent people, then runs and goes hide back in the tunnels and bushes are terrorists. Now they come in on some fucking paragliders attacking a bunch of kids and children at a fucking festival for love and peace. There they go, where people didn't know what was going on. Now look at this. Now this is them parading around the dead bodies of women naked, cheering, and while hitting the dead bodies and spitting on the dead bodies. And these are kids celebrating too. You see that? You see that? All the poor little Palestine children, all the poor little Palestinian, fuck Palestine. And fuck all the kids. I don't give a damn about them. They're indoctrinated. They'll try to kill somebody too. These are the people that y'all are supporting. This poor little innocent girl, and she's just one of a thousands. They parading her dead body through the streets. You see them spitting on the dead body and grabbing it. And I can't even play all the other videos when they beheading people and burning babies up and got little babies in chicken coops. Fuck Hamas, fuck Palestine, and anybody that support them. But anyways.
Tonight, the crossroads of the world becoming a deep dividing point with
This is in America.
Palestinian supporters.
Now, if these Palestine people will wait years and years to plan an attack like what they did on Israel, you think that they won't do that here? We are exposed right now. It's thousands of sleeper cells. We could very much potentially get caught with our pants down, even worse. All of these pro-Palestinian people, Muslims and extremist group supporters, while we just letting anybody and everybody, all these men of fighting age, hop across our border to come live and giving them free benefits, we are fucking exposed. Biden has got to go. As a matter of fact, him and the whole Biden administration, they should all be brought up on treasonous charges. Back in the day, you know what they used to do, treasons. They used to hang them, as a matter of fact. This is scary. And this indoctrination comes from the school. These are our Ivy League students. These are, you guys, critical race theory and all of this other bullshit and woke shit in schools. They started to indoctrinate our kids like this, just like they do in Palestine. They indoctrinate the children in Palestine there from the time that they are small children. This is what they teach those kids in Palestine from the time that they fucking children.
Between Palestinians and Israelis, we must to hate.
I am the Palestinian child. My toys are the rock and the rifle.
My friend, do you know what the 48 lands are?
Official Palestinian and children.
Stab and strike in Hebron. Do not consent.
Welcome methods of 13.
ايش بتقولي لشباب الضفة؟
You crazy as hell if you support these crazy ass Muslims. Get all their asses out of here. What kind of shit is this? We are fucking exposed right now with these fucking open borders. There's no telling what can happen. I don't give a damn about no damn Palestine. I hope Israel blow those motherfuckers to smithereens. Good job, Israel. Good job. I do not care. In Palestine, no Arabs care about you. And for those black people saying, oh, well, The Jews are so bad. What the fuck has the Jews done so bad? Y'all want to blame the Jews for the music industry? They the motherfuckers who signed a lot of checks for y'all. Who gives a fuck? And how many times have the Jews marched protested for civil rights in the 60s or all of that for blacks? What the fuck have Arabs done? And that's another thing. Let me get on all of you Arab booty kissing Africans. Y'all want to talk so much about the white man, this and that, but then turn around and kiss up to a goddamn Arab. Now the Arabs have been imperializing and colonizing Africa for thousands of years. There's a lot of people over there. As a matter of fact, they think that they Arabs. The Arab slave trade has lasted longer and has killed and enslaved more people than the transatlantic slave trade could ever even possibly think of or estimate. Remember that. Remember that. If you're going to be so against colonists, against colonizers, that includes the Arabs also. And don't let these damn celebrities, and they don't know what the fuck they talking about. Dave Chappelle is a pro-Palestine and he walked off from a show. So what? Dave Chappelle is a Muslim. He has to take up for Palestine, you idiot. And the same thing with fucking Farrakhan. I don't give a damn what no goddamn Farrakhan say. Talking about some taking over the similarities that blacks and Palestinians have. We don't got no goddamn similarities with no damn Palestinians. Get that out of your head. Now, as black people, the whole Palestine and Israel thing don't have nothing to do with us. But from a political standpoint, I gotta take the side of the Israelis. Oh, the Israelis are occupiers. So goddamn what? And so are the Arabs that came there. That is not their historical land. They came there in the 30s and 40s from Egypt, Syria, and Jordan. Talking about goddamn, they're all supposed to be so against colonizers. Well, guess who named the land Palestine? Those were the Roman Empire did, who were colonizers. So y'all using a colonizer name. The name Palestine comes from the biblical Philistines, which in Hebrew means invader. You stupid fucking idiots. But I guess you didn't know that. But anyways, this is dangerous what's going on right now. How America, we've been so infiltrated by this left wing extremism that they just basically, when it comes to them choosing a side, liberals, they're just gonna say, "Oh, well, who seems like the oppressed person? That's who we're gonna support." That's literally what it is. Because these people obviously don't know a damn thing about Hamas or Palestinians or their morals or what they think and what they believe in. These people want death to Israel and death to America. They want to take over the world. That is their ideology, you stupid idiot. And that is in the PLO charter. They want to rid the world, rid the land of Jews, rid the world of rid the world of Jews. This is in the PLO charter. This is what Hamas is, the original PLO charter, before they changed it. It came under a lot of scrutiny and they changed it. But it's in the Quran and Hadith. It's a command from Muhammad to kill all Jews and take over the world. So why in the fuck would you support people this world? And why would you support people who believe in this? That's basically like supporting people who want your destruction. Queers for Palestine. They'd throw your ass off a roof. In the Islamic religion, what they do to gays, they're commanded to throw them off of roofs. So Queers for Palestine is one of the stupidest things I've ever heard in my life. Most of the people who support Palestine wouldn't last a day over there. Most of y'all would be stoned to death over there in Palestine for the things that you believe in and how you dress, act, and what you say. About some damn Palestine. Oh, well. So the Palestine, they did all that laughing and cheering and celebrating on October the 7th, and they're beheading people and recording it and sending it to the victims' mothers and children. What kind of sick shit is that? And y'all supporting people like that. Oh, well, Israeli is bombing on them so hard. Well, what the fuck you think was going to happen? That's like fucking with a lion. If you know Israel's so powerful, then why the fuck would they fuck with them in the first place? Of course, they probably thinking that Hezbollah and Iran and all that is going to get involved, but they don't want none because they know they know that Israel, they got the U.S. behind their backs. So it's a lose-lose. It's called a CNN tactic. See, what Hamas does is they launch some rockets that they keep underneath hospitals and schools. And then when it's time for Israel to retaliate, Hamas goes underground and run in their little tunnels and leaves the civilians up there to take the blunt force. And then they record it. And then that's all you see on CNN is, oh, Israel attacked they bombed a school and the hospital and this and that. Those are retaliated. Those are retaliating um, strikes that they did, but that's all the media coverage ever cares about is when Israel strikes back. Why in the fuck should Israel apologize for being stronger? Why should they have to put their gun? Why should they not be able to retaliate? Think about that, just because they're stronger. What Hamas did to Israel, if anybody had did that to the US, to Russia and China, there's nobody in the world that would have said something or made us or them not retaliate to the best of our ability. If Israel does not get rid of Hamas right now, which is basically the whole Palestine, then they're going to allow them to regroup and come back and hit them even harder than they did on October 7th. And they can't allow that. So they've got to go. And if Hamas and other extremist groups don't go right now, then eventually they're going to be here in our homes. And thank God that we have the Second Amendment here. Because see, this is bigger than just Israel and Palestine. If this escalates, this could wake up the sleeper cells that we have here. And that's not a type of war that we are ready for. We are not ready for a war where we are fighting our own people and we don't know who we fighting against. The only type of wars that we're ready for are nation state wars. This type of war that could be coming up with open borders and letting all type of crazy people in here and we don't know what they believe in. We're not ready for that type of war. So we need to get rid of that. I mean, fortunately that's just how war is. War isn't about who's right and who's wrong. It's just about being on the winning side. Because it's human nature to try to justify what you do. No matter who's right or wrong, everybody believes that they're fighting for a righteous cause. That's what everybody believes. But at the end of the day, you have to understand this. Humans, the way that the world works, people aren't nice. Everybody wants to take over and run the world. The only thing that stops people from penetrating our country and taking over is fear. We have a bigger military power than they do. That is the only thing that keeps people safe is fear and power. And if you don't believe that, then I can't help you.